Most worlds have one ender dragon, but my world now has 100. Yeah, I didn't use commands, I didn't use mods, this was all vanilla survival in hardcore. I also built a very OP void trading system and completed my collection of trapping every single mob in the game. The first thing I need to do is get the last notch apple to fill up every single space. And to do this, I will boat to the warden farm and make it so that they can no longer spawn. Then I'll fly far, far away to make a portal and search for an ancient city. This looks like a mountainous enough area to dig straight down and locate the deep dark. Now to explore the area and grab diamonds whilst I'm here. This cave seems pretty dead, so I'll continue the search. Frozen peaks are a great place for deep darks. And this time I have been successful, so let's get looting. There's the first one of the day, and ironically it will be the last one to go in my house. More diamonds as well. And the second notch apple. That's every chest searched, so I can build yet another portal, make the long flight back home. Bastion discovered on the way. Question is, have I been here before? Doesn't look like it. I'll try not to die to all these magma cubes. I need to break the spawner before more come. Then I can safely loot netherite, which I don't really need. But it's always worth checking those places just to see what you can find. Home sweet home. The final notch apple has been placed. And next I'm going to grab an extra item frame so that I can begin filling up this new building with the items that it was intended to hold. And I should have loads and loads of time before I fill up those slots. And next on the agenda, I need wool, because I need to do something about this warden that is constantly causing me trouble. I believe all that wool means that he now cannot hear me, and I can get busy removing the brown wool. And now that the warden isn't really something that I have to worry about. Okay, I was wrong. Apparently me placing blocks still makes him angry, but I'm going to give it everything to try and finish this. There goes one totem. And another totem. I've got just this one left. Can I get these blocks? Come on, SP, get them in. Did have this one in the inventory. And plenty I can grab at the raid farm. And with all of these, I'm going back in. This is probably a very bad idea. Might have used all my totems, but that wall is pretty much finished. I just need a couple more right there. Things are probably only going to get more dangerous as I continue to work on that room. And I am trying to hit 4 million subscribers this year. So if you like my world and this series, then don't forget to subscribe. The next thing I must do is going to be very, very satisfying. I want a shulker box of every single colour and then fill them all with wool. This is very, very satisfying. From there I'll line them up, craft carpets, and decorate all the other sides like this square is. And I have finished it. I think it looks pretty cool. For some reason, while I was building, I did see the warden take out my panda. I can only guess it was due to the fact that I put bricks here instead of the wool. Honestly, trying to trap a warden with everything else around is just not a good idea. But I've also not got too much time to worry about that, because I've still got an entire roof to mine out, which if I do it like this, it'll take me forever. So instead, the plan's to go like this, mine everything out from here, get rid of this top layer, and then I can place the quartz, mine a layer, and add more quartz. Although it would seem that I don't have anywhere near enough materials for this project. So let's take all of these and turn them into blocks. And also grab the ores, fill this dropper, and convert these as well. That's a decent boost of items. And from it, slabs can be made. And I can get this roof finished. Already, I have run out of quartz. I didn't even get that much of the roof. This is a massive building. But whilst the warden is currently not particularly aggro on me, I want to take the opportunity to change this wood to be wool. And in theory, when I put the panda in here, everything should then be completely safe. And it's attacking me. How are you even hear me? I've got wool everywhere. I don't know. You just annoy me. Thankfully, I can easily get more pandas. Although you're not a brown panda, which is annoying. I'll just come back later to get more. But in the meantime, I need to solve my quartz problem. I could barter for it, but that's kind of slow. So instead, I'd prefer to go into these massive tunnels I made when I was trying to get loads of ancient debris and gather up the quartz from in here. I thought this might happen. Whilst mining quartz, I've discovered some ancient debris. And there's another one here. You'd think I'd no longer need it because the beacon's complete, but there are still situations where ancient debris will be very useful. Apparently there's more ancient debris than I realised in these tunnels, because at some point I walked past these two pieces. What a rookie mistake. Another two here. I have no idea how I missed these ones. That's 7 in total, which is quite a lot when you consider I went through this tunnel assuming I got every piece. And I've more or less completely filled my inventory now. As you can see, it's pretty full. So I shall fly all the way back. I'll smelt these in here, chuck the gravel in the chest, and craft some slabs. I'm not sure it'll be enough to finish the roof, but at the very least, I can make much more progress. I can also breed to try and get another brown panda, which I once again didn't get. But not to worry, as I can just stay busy with this roof. And that is me completely out of slabs. I did also go back to Nether, get loads more quartz, make more slabs, and it still wasn't enough. But on a positive note, I did also nip across and breed an extra baby brown panda. There he is. Just need to grow up and then I'll breed a third brown panda. But to solve the real problem, I need to come up with a much better way to get loads and loads of quartz. Bartering with piglins is an okay method, but I have a much better strategy up my sleeve. It'll require quite a few resources, so I'm going to get busy gathering them all up. That's every item I need to at least build the first half of this creation, which will be a void trading hall. And you may be thinking, SB, you've got trading halls right here. And yes, I can trade for loads of redstone here, but every time I do that, look, the trade gets locked and I can't do it again. But that's where void trading makes everything much better. So I'm going to fly all the way down this tunnel, head to the end, and right here I'm going to build a staircase going up to that end gateway. Blackstone and purple is the combo that I'm going for, which I think looks very cool indeed. I've also just realized that I can't build it any higher until I do one more thing. And if I don't do this first, I'm only going to end up breaking everything later on. It requires TNT, pistons, levers, obsidian, cobble, and trapdoors. And with it, I'm going to do some bedrock breaking. It's a pretty simple method. I've done it a million times before. And as you can see, it's rather effective. And so it's time for me to get rid of all the other pieces. And that is all of them done. Don't need to bother breaking the ones below the end gateway. Instead, I can just get back to building my humble staircase. Next, I'm going to build a bit of a platform with fences around the outside. And there'll be a tiny bit of redstone, which will be done in 3, 2, 1. And there we go. It's very simple. Basically, there's a tiny mechanism down there, which when I open this barrel, will move that piston in and out. So now it's time for more bedrock breaking on this side. And that is it all done. Don't need to bother breaking the bottom bedrock, only the top. And I'm going to need way more materials to build this one, which I haven't got just yet. You can see when I come through, if I go ahead and open this barrel, it will send me back through. And that's the basic principle of how void trading is going to work. Once this design is finished, it'll be very OP. But before I can think about building it, which is going to involve getting a lot more purple concrete, it can be very quickly converted using this machine. Another needed concrete will be magenta, but I've pretty much run out of sand. So I'm on a quick mission to collect lots more sand. That should be enough to make the magenta concrete powder I need. So let's get that converted. And this fresh shulker box needs to be filled with many more items, which I shall do in 3, 2, 1. And I have everything that I need. I actually required more than filling just one shulker box. I've got nearly 3 shulker boxes worth, but I'm still ready to get busy building. I already think that this bit looks pretty cool, and it's going to look even better when this bit is done. To start with, I want to build this bottom rail system, which is just going to start with rows of 3 concrete like so. The bottom blocks are just temporary ones. All of them have redstone on with torches at the top side. It's all starting to look quite nice, and this is where the rail system comes in that will send the villager all the way to where the void trading happens. I'll also get myself an infinite water source because the villagers are going to be landing on waterlogged rails. That way they won't take any fall damage. So the villager will stop here. I'm going to add lava on either side just to destroy the XP, because otherwise just going to end up with loads of it all over the place, which will just make a mess, cause lag. You know, I don't need that. And I can also begin work on a giant platform. This is where all the villagers are going to be going. The system with the string will detect if a villager is dropped down. And now I'm placing the rails that will put the villagers into their own slots from a villager breeder over there. Quite an intricate bit of redstone, but it just means that there won't be 2 villagers in the same slot. Because if that starts to happen, things will just get a lot more annoying. This is where the baby villagers will fall. Because of the wall, they'll just be able to stick out far enough so that the minecart that will come here will be able to pick them up. This also needs to be filled with minecarts, which I will do at the end. Adding glass ensures they will safely fall into their own slots and nothing else can get in. And so now I will build the villager breeder. It's a very simple design. 2 adult villagers are trapped here. The baby villagers will try and walk across to the beds that are going to be across here. Then they fall down there and eventually go into this machine. This means the build itself is actually complete, but minecarts are going to be helpful. And the only thing left is kind of the most important. Yep, I'm gonna need villagers. Thankfully, it'll only be 2 that I require, but getting them to the end could still take quite a bit of time, which is why I think a simple minecart system will probably make my life a bit simpler. Luring some up to my house should be pretty simple, because I can just use job site blocks to do it. This is actually surprisingly working extremely well. Although now that they're starting to cause me a bit of trouble. No, that is not your job. I don't even know where the other one went. He's been upstairs somewhere, right? You're going in a boat. Now, don't run away. And for now, I'll just keep you locked in. Because I think manual travel will be our best option. Yes, granted, it will take me quite some time. But sometimes safety is just the best policy. I'll get you sent through there. Keep you safe in that boat. And go back for the villager that is soon to be the mother of your children. Yes, it's you that I'm talking about. I can't wait to bring you on this long, boring journey. Mission accomplished. And you guys can't come through the end portal just yet. Because first I want to make a bit of a wall. And then a minecart track that will connect all the way to that end gateway. And now it's finished. I don't know where this guy's going. He's all... In fact, that's it. Get back up here. Get into the boat. There we go. I don't actually want to go through the end portal so I can slowly push the boat through. Shame I don't have a fishing rod. That would really speed things up. I'm starting to think the boat's not even moving when I'm pushing it. So you know what? Let's just do it. Well, that didn't work. I went through and he didn't. Now, in order to try and break the boat, I've got to do some fancy maneuvering like this. This is crazy. But who cares how crazy it is, because I got one in. This other one is also very, very annoying. But he's also in, which means I can now fix my minecart track, send them on up. And in theory, they should both go through the end gateway, no problem. That would have happened if this Enderman wasn't stuck on the track. Don't send him all the way back. I tell you, talk about being troublemakers. He's also now through. I forgot to remove the lava. I hope they don't die in it. I think, yeah, we're safe. The water should probably be removed for now. And a track created below that purple concrete. All the way up to the top this goes. And in there, they'll be dropped. Now for the moment of truth, as I drop them down, they've both gone in. I'll carefully break some minecarts. And it is mission accomplished, except from the fact that I quickly need to grab some bread, which can be grabbed from this wheat farm, which, against all odds, is actually working. I'll split it between the both of you. Can also remove all of the tracks and bridges. And I just have to sit and wait for baby villagers to appear. Waiting for this to happen might take some time. And after a lot of AFK time, I have been getting villagers. Next, I just press this button and they'll get sent into the compartment. As you can see, the rail changes so that you don't get two in the same one. It's all going nicely. I think we've got one more adult now. If you want to get the babies out of the way, you just have to use a bit of light force. That is every adult into a compartment. Something tells me you're not related to all of these other winter villagers. Where on earth have you come? Not from both of those two parents, that's for sure. I'm also going to move the stone cutter to swap with the grindstone. That did seem to work. Also, whilst I'm here, I should probably not forget about fixing this so that is properly set up. And of course, get rid of all of these rails as well. There we go, it's all gone. It needs to be dropped off here. Next, many emeralds will be required. And for the first time ever, I'm going to attempt some void trading. First, it requires leveling him up a little bit, and he is offering to trade blocks of quartz. That is perfect. Let's send him around all of these other random items that I don't really need. I think grabbing some chests and putting them here will also be very useful, just to hold all these extra emeralds. And I've really no idea how this next bit's going to go. So I think I have to right click on him. Then, yeah, it opens this. I trade with him like so. Close it. Open this. Sends me through. I trade with him again when we get through. And as you can see, I can just keep doing this over and over again. And his trade is not locking as long as I don't do the trade until after I've been sent through the gateway. It's fine. So I just wait. Go like that. There we go. And yeah, as long as I'm not too quick. Oh, it's working. It's working. Perfect. Oh, did I just mess up? I clicked it too fast though there, right? Is that correct? So now I go through. No, I didn't click it too fast. It doesn't matter. As long as I don't execute the trade. And I can get unlimited quartz by doing this. This is exactly what I need to finish my thing. So there we go. I'm getting pretty smart at it, pretty fast at it. And I was a bit of an idiot. I got a little bit too excited and traded it a bit too fast. So he did lock his trade. So I got to go back and wait for him to restock. As you can see, 3 stacks of quartz very, very fast. And we've got another adult villager. Another one. We've got 2. I don't know which families you guys are coming from. But anyway, you jump in there. And because I have a second stone cutter, you know, probably need it. I can go ahead and... Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. I punched villagers right in front of you. Yeah. That's probably why you're a bit upset. Not to worry, though. I'm sure he'll calm down eventually. But because he's angry at me, he's charging 4 emeralds per 1 block of quartz. A little bit expensive, to be honest with you guys. Whilst I wait for you to restock, I can also use this method to get loads more redstone. And this time, I'll attempt not to screw it up. I'm actually getting so fast at it now because I've realised that as soon as the screen goes black and you just begin the teleportation like that, that's quick enough for you to be able to do it. And I think I've kind of run out of inventory space at this point. This man still refuses to restock his quartz, but I can turn these into blocks, send more villagers through the system, and realise that I shouldn't have done that because you're not meant to be there, you're meant to be over there. Now things are going to be a little bit delicate. I'm going to send you over there. I'm going to send you Oh no, you're going to be in the wrong slot as well. Oh no. Pretty sure I've fixed it. And I see one simple solution to these extortionate prices. I go back home, get rid of one of these guys, and begin using the old raid farm. It gets me lots of emeralds, which would be perfect for void trading. Completing all those raids has given me here in the village 5 for a long time. Plus, I got a number of extra totems from it, which I'm mainly thinking useful due to the warden. Yeah, since trapping him, I've never used so many. Probably not far off another shulker box worth of emeralds as well, but there wasn't one full at that time. And even with Hero of the Village, this guy's prices have not been fully slashed. What are you on about? At least on a positive note, this guy's quartz has now restocked, so I can get busy trading for more of that. Once again, I'm a bit of an idiot, traded too fast, but that's not too much of a big issue because I think I have enough quartz for what I need. So let's send you back, and you restock straight away. Alright, we'll keep going then. And that is every single one of my emeralds used up. You can be sent back. You've done very well, Mr. Villager. I'm fairly confident that this will be enough quartz for me to finish that roof. Or at the very least, I'll get quite close with it. I also want to grab this fortune pickaxe. And the reason for that is I have absolutely loads and loads of normal stone, but cobblestone is something that I could do with much more of. That's why I'm specifically jumping down to collect up the cobble instead of just letting it despawn. Once again, I have run out. When I started this, I didn't think it was going to take this much quartz, but how wrong I was. At the very least, I got a lot more cobble out of it. The baby brown panda has grown up, so we're making another baby brown panda. Then one of these is going to be coming out here with me. Taking the boat will definitely be the fastest option. In you go, Mr. Panda. No, don't think you're coming out. No, you live here now forever, right next to one. I know it's a scary place, but trust me, the warden is way angrier at me than it is at you. I can already tell. Which is why I'm going to be leaving the dimension. Also, thank you if you're one of the people that subscribed. 4 million is getting closer and closer. I'll grab loads of emeralds from here, release my friend the stonemason, and get to work getting the remaining quartz. And after trading loads and loads, I accidentally went a bit early and, yeah. Can't do it anymore. So let's get you back to your home. Shove these emeralds into there. And realistically, I probably have more than enough quartz to finish that roof. Thank goodness. I'll get these slabs made and I'll get back to work. I'm now finally on the home straight. Hopefully the warden doesn't get angry at me. And I think I have done it all successfully. What a monster project that one was. I still need to add a nether portal to get the nether mobs like the piglin brute, the normal piglin, the hoglin, and somewhere down there there'll be an elder guardian and a wither, but at least aesthetically the building is practically done. And now that I am going to be using emeralds a lot more to get so many items, I think it'll be wise for me to make sure that I have more than enough emeralds, which is why I shall spend a little bit more time at the raid farm to make sure I have all of them. I was trying to work out why I wasn't getting any shulker boxes coming through the system, and I've come to this dispenser and a bit of exploring. Why are they all in here? Why are all my emeralds and even some sugar not coming through? I've got no idea. I don't know if it's because there's some oh no. I was going to say I don't know if it's because there's some sort of problem here with that meant to be like that perhaps. Either way, I've got another 5 shulker boxes worth of emeralds. And if I can somehow name tag some of these maybe very carefully. There we go. I'm hoping they'll still be here next time I come. And I won't need a captain to get the farm going. All this extra stuff can go here. For some reason at the moment I'm putting totems in the firework shulker box. I don't know where else to put them. And emeralds in this chest. Doing this is probably once again going to lead to the warden getting angry at me. I'm kind of getting sick of him at this point. But I've still got to dig a tunnel going down. It's, as I tell you, he's about to do his stupid laser thing on me, sonic boom. Here it comes. There we go. Alrighty, let's leave swiftly and do something else whilst I let him calm down. And that's going to involve making this entranceway look a bit better. And in between doing that, I think this guy does tend to calm. Okay, maybe he's just not yet calm down. Alright, we'll come back later. I get the message. I'll just keep working on this for now. I think something like this along the top will look good. And next I want gilded blackstone. I don't know if I'll have any in these junk chests, but it's worth a look. Don't think I do from what I can tell. So instead I'll track down a bastion and mine it from there. This really is the worst block to build with, because finding it just takes such a long time. You only find them in veins of 1, and where they spawn seems to be completely random. I also wonder if I've already taken a load from this one, because I don't really see much, and in my head, I think maybe a long time ago I did. Could be completely wrong about that. I'm sure some long-term fans will probably have a better idea if I have or not. Hopefully this one will be a little bit better. Straight off the bat, it looks like it might be. I reckon I did already mine it at the other one, because finding it seems a lot easier here. And you never know, there could be some in chests, so that'll be something I'll be checking as well. At the moment, it's all just carrots. It's a very weird bastion in a basalt delta. That's what I was looking for. 4 in there. Could do with more food, which hoglins are very useful for. Bit of ancient debris, don't mind if I do. And I've just got to make sure I collect up enough so that I have what I need for the project. Definitely don't want to be having to make the same trip twice. I wonder if some of it's... Oh, it is hidden in the walls. I've just got an idea. Oh, there's loads of it hidden in the walls. You know what I should have brought? I should have brought TNT. But since it's too late for that, there's always plan B. Blast it open with the one and only bed that I have. Well, it revealed one piece, so better than none. But yeah, TNT mining for gilded blackstone is definitely the way, unless you get a chest like that. In that case, things are looking very good for you. Found a gapple, don't mind if I do. And I believe up at the top of this is where the final chest is that I haven't searched. Sadly, no blackstone. Is there anything up here? It's rubbish. Not even worth me time going there. But armed with 50 pieces, I'm fairly... careful. As I was saying, I'm fairly confident that that should see me through. At least I hope so, anyway. And I've managed to get up to 59. So now I'm 100% confident. I'm leaving. Okay, don't fall in lava, though, while you do it. And I also flew over 2,000 blocks away without even realizing to get to that bastion. I can feel it now. It's definitely going to be all I need. Although, according to my calculations, only just. Yeah, look at that. One to spare. I'm glad I got those extra bits. I don't even know if it does it work, that design. Now I'm looking at it, I'm like, maybe not. Not to worry, though. I have just got to prioritize digging this tunnel. I don't think he detects me at this point, which is good news. Oh, he does detect me. Okay, right. Let's wait till I can see. And then we just dig. We just dig for our lives, okay? We really dig for your lives. Dig down, SP. It's gonna be okay. Okay, I'm gonna be a little bit more careful when I do something like that. Not to worry though, as I'm alright now, although I nearly just dug straight into lava. And now that I'm low enough, I'm gonna dig the tunnel. I'll connect to a proper staircase when that warden's calmed down a bit. But I've now got to get busy digging out a massive area for both the Wither and the Guardian to live. And that's everything dug out. The Wither's going to be going about here, but to stop it breaking out and attacking everything else, I've got to have it shooting at an iron golem that's going to be behind lava with water here, and the Wither heads are going to fly into that wall over there. I've mapped it all out. Could go disastrously, but I've done my best. Also got the tunnel done all the way up there. I think the warden's still a little bit angry, so I'll get out of his way. Time to drop off all these items and grab buckets of lava, as well as water, kelp, iron bars, and a bunch of other stuff. So the lava will be put along there, but first things first, I need to do some digging out here. This is all going to be filled in like so, with a trench dug around the outside, and a platform here with water on top. And then when I break these walls, as well as the floor, place a bunch of kelp, break it all, then this will be water that makes everything float upwards. Which means the golem that I am going to spawn here will be safe. Let's bring him in, trap him, put a trap door above his head so that, you know, I don't know why, just keeps him well protected. And this section is completely done. Took a lot of inspiration on the Wither Cave from my obsidian farm, since it's basically the same wither trapping principle. To begin with, there's going to be end stone all the way along here. That's the border for the glass, which is going to, you know, make it look like the wither is trapped. But it's slightly more complicated than trapping it behind glass like I can with all the mobs all the way up there. Then I'm going to dig a border around here for crying obsidian. And crying obsidian actually gives a bit of light, which is nice. The only issue with this is going to be I probably don't have enough for the whole boom, because I'm also going to have some going like this, and the same thing on this side. More down here with glowstone in the gaps. The entire roof is also going to be crying obsidian. And there we go, fresh out of it. But I'm sure if I head to one of my bartering farms, there'll be some ready for me to grab. Well, 4, that's better than none. Let's see if this one's any better. And the answer is... oh, now that is beautiful to see. I can nearly fill an entire shulker box. I can definitely now complete this room. I also don't want glow squid to be spawning, so I'm gonna light things up. I think the lava that's here will probably light things up anyway. But just to be safe, I'll put it all the way around the outside. Now there's gonna be glowstone in these bits, with lava eventually going behind, but I haven't really got any on me. I accidentally put the shulker box into my storage system. It's a long story. So for now, I'll focus on getting this floor filled in with endstone. Everything bar the lava is pretty much there. So I'll drop off all this stuff, grab a shulker box, and then head to my guardian farm. This is home to a very, very nice lava farm. In fact, there's 2 of them here, which will get me lots and lots of lava. So I think if I just put a bit of lava there, and I should let it flow out on all sides, then break it, which makes 1 bucket of lava really, really go a long way. Now for the exact same thing on this side, and it looks like, unfortunately, I'm not going to quite have enough iron bars for the whole thing, but not to worry, because I can quite easily craft some more. That's that done. Just finally need a bucket of lava on here. I can't be bothered to do it in a conservation way like the other ones, because let's be honest, I have loads of lava, so I'm just going to do that. This block will be broken, and a stone cut is going to be there because it's the perfect size to trap the wither. And now I just need a few more items to finish the enclosure. And those items will be glass and glass panes, the materials to actually spawn the wither, and a grindstone. And this is the point where everything could theoretically go wrong. I'm just really hoping that it doesn't. Before spawning any withers in, let's just get all of this down. Then I get a water bucket handy. I'm gonna carefully spawn it in. The reason I've got the water bucket there is so that the water won't go into the lava. Looks like it is working perfectly, so in theory nothing should blow up, and if the plan is working, I'm gonna get well back. Okay, shoot the golem. It's going for the golem. Okay, That's absolutely huge. This bat, you need to get away because I don't want you distracting him. Oh, he's shooting me. No, 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 don't shoot me. Please, please don't shoot me. Okay, I think we're good, right? Are we? Okay, how do I get rid of the water? I should have done it before it blew. I don't know what I should have done, to be honest. Thankfully, like all masterminds, I have a plan. It's just going to take a little bit of work. First things first, grabbing some invisibility, drinking it, and removing my armor. The wither is thankfully still there, so I can grab the water, plug in these 4 holes, and I don't believe it. But did it break my glass when it shot through? You griefing little thing. Anyway. I've trapped it! I have successfully trapped the wither, which leaves me only requiring the Elder Guardian, the Nether mobs, and something else. And I'll be honest, that something else was something that until recently, I didn't even know it was possible to trap it. Yes, I am talking about the Ender Dragon, but to have any chance at trapping it, it first needs to be frozen. I'm also going to need all of these end crystals. You know, I'll bring the whole shulker box. Now, I have already got my Ender Dragon destroying machine here, as you can see. So what I'm about to build needs to be below it, otherwise the Ender Dragon will just end up breaking it, and I really don't want that. But basically, when flying around, the Ender Dragon flies to what is called nodes. They're all around the area. However, if I make the nodes too high up, it'll try and go to nodes it's not allowed to, and then it will just freeze, because it always attempts to pacify to the highest point of that node. So if I put that highest point at y equals 200, yeah, the dragon will freeze. I'll link a video in the description that explains it a lot better than I can, and the video also tells me the exact coordinates that the nodes are. That's 4 of them placed, and the other ones are kind of off to the side, so it makes a circle like this. I think I've now placed down every single one. There should be 12 in total, so I can count it as I'm breaking all the dirt. Sorry, Enderman, you're all getting spleefed. There was indeed 12, which is very good news. Those Endermen are spleefed, all have ender pearls lying around now. But it is time for the moment of truth. Has the plan worked? I'll grab 4 end crystals, get my bow ready because I will have to get rid of these to freeze the dragon. So it is time for me to get him spawned in. That's all of them sorted. There's the Ender Dragon. It's flying around. That's good news. So I'll get busy with these, which is ridiculously easy when you have Elytra. But it's until you want to do these ones, which is... Well, I see they're also very easy. I think that is all of them. Good news. Now it should technically fly to the center, and if I've done everything correctly, when it attempts to fly away, it will freeze. So it didn't freeze, so obviously I've not done something correct. Hold on a second. It has frozen. It did. I didn't expect. You're frozen inside the obsidian pillar. Are you kidding me? Kind of annoying for what I'm about to try. I'm going to see if unloading it and then loading it back in makes a difference. Nope. Still stuck. And I completely forgot to bring the materials to move it into one of the end gateways. So I'll have to get rid of this one, nip back home. I've got all of the required materials here. There's not very many. So let's go for take 2. I'll once again break the crystals. Let the dragon perch. And when it tries to fly away, it will once again freeze. Enderman, this is a really bad time. What are you doing? No, no, no. I'm not dying to an Enderman. Flipping heck. And he picked up the block. We're not doing this. No way, Jose. Not today. You get out of here. Flipping heck. My life did flash before my eyes there. But now I can focus on the task in hand. And in theory, me putting a bit of endstone here, placing that, should start moving it. I've realised I didn't put any obsidian. Yes, it's moving. It's working. Quickly need something on the other side so it doesn't push it forever. Which I think I just about did in time. Is it in the right place? Tell me I put it in the right place. No, I'm one to the side. I mean... Technically, this would work. In fact, it could actually be easier than trying to get it through a gateway. Because once it gets far enough away, it will be unloaded, and then the game will spawn a new one over there. I'm letting it get to 500 blocks away, but look at this. The outer islands are loading in anyway. Crazy, with max render distance, you can actually see both. Alright, you're definitely far away enough now, so if I fly all the way back, I'm just sad that I've lost my flying machine. But in theory, the game shouldn't detect an Ender Dragon anymore. I think I'm just going to go through an end gateway and come back. Right, did a new one spawn in? I hear it. It did. It's spawning all the way up there. Okay, yeah, you got to wait a little bit. It spawns as high as the nodes are. This dragon really needs to come down lower. Do not ruin... It's going to ruin that. No, get down. Yeah, RIP Dragon Destroyer 7000. Hey, but this is for the greater good. Once we've got dragons everywhere here, we won't need that. Oh my goodness, it's all blowing up. This is sad. Oh, don't break the nodes though. And now it can perch after ruining everything. Yeah, 2 of the nodes did get destroyed by TNT, so I'd better go and place them. That's one of them. And the other one. What on earth are you doing now? You've sprung a leak. I'm thinking it might be wise to put obsidian on top of each and every one of them. That way, even if the dragon flies into it, it won't break it. Job done. Water can be removed. No matter how many of these dragon farms I build, the Ender Dragon always ends up breaking it. Oh, it's frozen. You're frozen up here? Are you kidding me? That's the worst place. I think maybe if I relog, hopefully it should unfreeze. Yeah, now are you going to perch? Go on, perch. I don't know what it's doing. Okay, yeah, it is perching. Well, it seems to perch, like, all the way up here. Is that because the node's moving? I see, that's why we made them obsidian. Oh, no, it's because of the water. Yeah, the water's just stopping it from it going as low as it should. And in theory, it's perched there. It should get stuck there pretty soon. Come on, don't let me down, Drake. There we go. Now I can build another of these. This time remembering to place the obsidian. And it should just go ahead. Yeah, go along like that. Push it all the way across. Accidentally flew through the end gateway, which is going to unload the ender dragon and reload it. And it's going to fly. Yeah, I messed up. So I'm going to let it freeze again. Push it along with a flying machine. And this time actually send it through an end gateway so it unloads. And then I'm going to repeat this over and over again so we have loads and loads of dragons. This could take some time. I stayed up till 3 AM last night doing this, but I have now reached 98 dragons through the end gateway. At least I will have done as soon as that one goes through. There we go, mission accomplished. And I have actually come up with a really good strategy on how to do this really, really fast. I start by flying up high whilst I wait for the dragon to spawn in. There we go. And being up here means that if it wants to strafe and shoot a dragon ball at me, it'll do it pretty quickly instead of searching for me down there. That results in it perching much faster. And when it does, I fly all the way down to here. Being on this very specific block means that I'm far away enough so that it won't stay perched at the middle, but it's close enough so that instead of targeting one of these nodes, it will instead charge right at me. And when it reaches the target, it goes for a node and freezes. Freezes right where I want it to be because my flying machine is set up. That is going to start pushing it into the end gateway. Whilst I wait, I just go ahead and build another of these. That's already complete. Dragon number 99 just went through, and I can break this as I wait for the next dragon to spawn in. The 100th dragon, by the way. I've done this so many times. I'm losing the will to live. Cannot wait for it to be over. And using this method has meant that I can get a new dragon roughly every 3 minutes, but that can vary depending on how long it takes the dragon to perch. Here we go. Dragon number 100. Don't have to build another of those fly machines. Instead, I can watch it go through. And I also blocked this up so I never accidentally went through the end gateway because there's going to be a lot of dragons through there, and I don't know what's going to happen. There's going to be 100 not 100 because there's a few in the other end gateways from the start, but there's going to be like 94, 95 of them, and I'll just round up the rest from the other end gateways. So things are going to be pretty chaotic. Also, to be able to leave the end, I will need to take out this ender dragon so that the portal will open. Otherwise, I'd be trapped here forever. I might as well begin the job of getting rid of you. The final perch begins. It's been a while since I feel like I've done this the OG way. I can hit it a lot and it's going to freeze for me. And you're just a sitting duck, ripe for the taking. I'll grab all of these. And after all this time, I can finally go home. Don't know exactly why these have come back, but one thing I definitely know I want to get is more levers. It's one of the items that I wish I had more of. And trapping those 100 ender dragons is definitely going to be the priority. But I do also have quite a bit of unfinished business to sort. Glad to see the wither still safely trapped. But I need an elder guardian in here. And I'm also going to be adding a staircase to this. Doing any building near the warden is just an absolute pain. It just keeps getting angry at me for everything, and it's gonna sonic blast me any moment when it boom me. I'll be glad when I never have to build anything around it ever again. See, look at it. And so whilst that is going to be a pain, I shall get busy working on this area down here. Right here is where I'm going to build a portal, and it will need to connect up to an area that has the nether mobs, and that could be easier said than done. Also going to try and get all the bricks down here before the warden gets too angry. Might not quite come to fruition, but I'm going to do my best. Okay, totem gone. Place those. Run for your little life, SP, because if you get hit by that sonic blast, you would be dead. Man, the amount of near misses I have with that thing. But one way or another, I am still alive. I reckon I have netherrack mixed in with magma behind this portal. I'm going to get a corresponding portal built on this side. And yeah, I'm just going to dig straight through lava. I can take it. I've got a totem if I need it. This is exactly where the middle block should be. I don't know what's around me, though. I feel like I'm probably not far from some portals anyway. Yep, directly below me are the teleporters portals. This isn't really something I need since I can use wireless redstone if I wanted to. So they've got them removed, and I'm going to try and build a bit of a portal here, but I know that I'm quite close to lava above me. So making this place work could be a little bit of a challenge. You know what? I think I can get away with it. I think I just made the portal a little bit low. It should still link fine, but will at least allow me to make the room a little bit bigger. I have a pretty good idea of what I want to do with this room. The portals link perfectly. I'm having frog lights down the side. So around the outside of this room, I'm going to place quartz stairs, mine out all of this, and also this. Find some ancient debris whilst I'm here. That is very nice. Then I get out my trusty crying obsidian, craft craft a load of respawn anchors and place them down. There we go. Next, I'll use glowstone to light them up, which I have now apparently completely run out of. Not to worry though, as I'm literally in the nether where glowstone can be found anywhere. I would trade some at the void trading hall, but I don't want to go to the end and mess up the dragons or something. They're still waiting for me, ready to be trapped. That's all of those done. Crying obsidian around the portal could be kind of nice. And I'm going to go for lava in the corners. Conveniently, there is some lava flowing down. Can I make that come through there as well? You bet I can. Although for now, I'm going to block it up just because, you know, we're not quite ready for it, because I also want some glass to go over here. Plus I'll need warp stems for this border, crimson stem for this one, and basalt for the final one. I'm thinking magma in the roof. Yeah, we've got a bit of a lava situation, but now that the magma is finished, I can grab some glass and use the lava to my advantage. Room's starting to look pretty good, isn't it? And now to grab a few more resources, and I can start building the little cages. This one has a very simple design, as you can see. A shroom light or two as decoration is good. The floor for this one shall be blackstone, with bricks as the wall. And finally, you can probably guess what I'm going to do with this one. Yes, warped wart will be used. And I'll finally need to gather up some warped nylium, as well as chains with lanterns to complete the build. These shroom lights will be the light, as will the chains with lanterns. And finally, a little bit of floor decoration all around too. I think it's looking great. Now it's just missing the mobs. Thankfully, getting a piglin is going to be very, very easy. Just need a boat to put him in so that he can get trapped in here. Next, I can add glass, name tag him, and trap him in there. The Hoglin may be a little trickier because it is quite a strong mob, and it's actually going to need a bit of a wider gap to be able to fit down here. That was a little bit worrying. I just fell in a hole, guys. Too busy looking for Hoglins to watch where I'm going. Hopefully I can easily lure one of these up this very precarious staircase. Well, they seem to be successfully finding their way up. So now you've just got to find your way back down. I don't know if this is going to injure it. I better block it up. I do also think it might get scared of the portal. So I'm just going to temporarily break it. It's come so far, then it's got scared of something. What are you getting scared of? Possibly the warped fungi. Could be wrong, but it could be that. Really hope you're not afraid of respawn anchors, because that will be an issue. There's always plan B of luring it in through the back. A plan which I hope will work a bit better. Come on. Nothing to be scared of. Oh, you'd stop in there, aren't you? That's it. All the way now. I might even be able to scare him to run in by placing one. Well, if I could place one of these. No, you're not coming through. Crimson nylium, warp fungus. Come on, you got to be scared of that. And in you go. Yeah, you're not escaping now. Just name tag you. There we go. And I get the feeling you're going to be forever living in fear of these respawn anchors. Ah, well, you'll be fine. Keep active. The portal can also be relit. This can be fixed. And I can prepare this for the hardest of the three, which will be the piglin brute. This is going to be tricky for two reasons. Firstly, the bastions near that area don't have piglin brutes in them because it was pre 1.16.2. And secondly, they just deal a lot of damage. So I can't afford to make any mistakes. I'm just trying to grab some gold armor from somewhere because I think it'll be a lot safer. Bit of ancient debris as well. I must have not come to this bastion before. And netherite scrap. Now the next question is, are there any brutes here or is it just all normal piglins? Yeah, unfortunately, it appears to be bruteless, which means I probably need to search even further afield. Another bastion spotted, but still not a single brute. And this is bastion number 3, which does contain some brutes. Okay, this is perfect. He almost just fell in the lava. Don't die. Probably the first time I've ever said that about one of them. Now that you're trapped in there, I think I have no choice but to transport him over the nether roof. I'm about 4,000 blocks away, so any other method would just take me forever. Now, the trickiest part of this is probably going to be breaking the bedrock. I reckon getting him about here will be my best bet, and then fishing rodding him up past this. Would have been a lot smarter for me to just bring TNT in the first place. But anyway, I didn't bring it, so here we are. So that means I've got to make the long flight back, grab the TNT and needed stuff, return to this very spot right here, and start breaking some bedrock. Technically, I think that alone could be enough, but just to be sure, I'm going to break another one, which should definitely give the brute enough room. This is going to be the very, very dangerous part. I've got to free him from the boat and run for my life. He will then follow me up here, and I've got to attempt to climb this ladder. Come on. All right. Is he coming? All the way? He can get up. Okay, well that makes life much easier. The only issue is that my boat is down in the bastion still, but not to worry, because in this shulker box, yes, I'm well prepared. I've got 2 more, and now there isn't much else for me to do other than bring him back. Finally, I am almost there. Apparently, he's not smart enough to walk past rails. From here, I need to get him in a boat. I think this is the best way to get him down. I'm going to fishing rod the boat very carefully. Is that it? And then, it's going in slow and steady. There he goes. There's absolutely no rush with this. Slow and steady is the key. Because obviously, I can't get in the boat with him. It would not end well for me. Being above it, yeah, look at that. We get a bit more distance. I'll quickly name him whilst I've got the chance. Then he needs to come down there. One last pull. I brought my fishing rod anyway, so it had to be one last pull. And I can't let anything go wrong to this, because I am not going back for another brute. So this lava will be temporarily blocked up. I'll have a spare boat there to make sure he can get trapped. Then I can carefully release him, and he's on his way. Come on, buddy. Me and you have been through so much together. In you go. Come on, just get in the boat. There we go. Then it can be broken. And it's done. All the nether mobs are in. It's absolutely unbelievable. I can finish the room by doing that and head through the portal. So progress is amazing, and it means I have just one mob left to capture, the Elder Guardian. I already got one trapped in a minecart red. What on it? I didn't know you were still going to be mad. As I was saying, I have already got one trapped in a minecart. I just need to make the enclosure for it. I will be using more lava in this build, plus iron bars. I'm not sure that's going to be enough. Dark prismarine and prismarine bricks, as well as something nice and simple, sand. Yeah, you can't go wrong with a bit of sand. Plus kelp, sea pickle, and bone meal, so I can actually do some decorating. I just heard thunder. I was just making some more fire rockets, but I've just heard some thunder, and I'm telling you now, I've been waiting so long for that. So every other project is just going to temporarily go on the back burner, because I want to get more mob heads. For that to happen, I must turn off the mob switch and then get searching for creepers. Let's get you. Flint and steel will also be necessary. And hopefully, yeah, we got a creeper head. Been thousands of days since I last got some mob heads, but I think it is definitely overdue, because now I have 2. I should really make a mob head farm ready for the next time it starts raining, but it's just so rare when it thunderstorms. Because I'm in a snow biome, it's harder to tell. Let's lure this one across the river. Whoa, that one just got struck by itself. Do you know how ridiculously rare that is? That is the way that you had to get a mob head back in the olden days, which was like impossible to do. Like nobody ever did it. Wow. I don't think I'll ever see that happen ever again in my life. Unless I found a million creepers and spread them out into a massive area and then let lightning. I could probably set it up, but just randomly. It's a ridiculously rare thing to happen. Okay, the rain has stopped, which means I'm going to lose all the mobs, but I have got this charged creeper just lying around. And I think the best thing I can do here is just be smart about this. Stick him in a boat. That is if he'll go in it. There we go. Then in the next video, I could spend time getting loads and loads of mobs, drop one single charged creeper in there, and get way more mob heads much quicker. And I'm telling you guys on video, the coordinates are 904,400, just in case I can't find it next episode. Yeah, I'm too lazy to write it down. Anyway, I can now finally replace the creeper head right there. And wouldn't it be cool to have some other mob heads at the bottom of here? And after that very productive night, I can go ahead and get this Elder Guardian's home complete. The border's done, as is the sand floor. Next, I'll get the walls dug out. Okay, there's lava there. Well, I've got to be a little bit careful about that. Next, I'll place the prismarine, which will also be what the roof's going to be set to. I'm also going to mine these bits away, where lava can be added, which I've done to every side, leaving me to only need to place these iron bars. It's looking very good. And then this bit might be a little time consuming, although it's not too bad with infinite water sources. But I've just got to keep going with buckets and fill in the entire thing. Now, this could be tricky because I don't want to place it as waterlog the iron bars, as it were. So that is going to add a bit of time as I do something like that. Glass panes will be needed to block off everything as well. Now, kind of against the odds, this is technically working, but it's going to take me all night going at that snail's pace. I reckon getting some ice, placing it down, and mining it away will be a much faster option. Especially when you consider I don't even have to place it on every single block. Just these ones, and after mining them, the water sources will do the rest. That's every bit of water filled in. The noise the wither is making is starting to drive me a bit crazy, but I can use bone meal to bring this place a bit more to life. Plus dot sea pickles around, and add kelp. And so now that I've done all of that work, I've still got to do a little bit more building. If I did it the other way and tried to do the building whilst the Elder Guardian was there, I'd just end up getting mining fatigue every 2 seconds. So all of the roof is going to be dug out to make way for quartz. I'm going to add as much of it up here as I can before the warden ruins midday. Which looks like, yep, it's happening right about now. I'm just going to move. I had a good run, but it's not worth dying for. Then these walls will be chiseled blackstone bricks with lava behind some iron bars. So that's all of it added kind of up until where the warden is. And try and add a bit more stuff, but I think he's going to get mad at me pretty quick. There it is. There's the blast. Okay, let's get away. And I'll accept that for now I've done as much as I can. And it is now time to grab powered rails and normal ones. And I'm actually going to try and be smart and move this portal to be above the ground. This is the exact same spot. Building something like this will ensure that it doesn't suffocate. And as soon as I get this Elder Garden in, I promise you, we're going to see the dragons. We're going to see what has happened to 100 dragons being there. I just know that I've got to get this project finished first, otherwise I would just be getting sidetracked. It's always cool to add minecart tracks that go down underwater. Now, will this work? I'm digging a tunnel that will go straight down into here. Yeah, not too far to go. Also need a few redstone blocks and a minecart. That can go there. The portal can be lit, and this one removed. The redstone blocks are to ensure that these will all be powered. And there's now not much else for me to do other than go for it. I've put armor on that does not have thorns, so I can take a few hits if I need to. It is already in a minecart, as you can see. I've just got to try and get it moving. There we go. And it's off. I really hope this works. There's the expected mining fatigue. Now I really don't care if I get too close. And the portal is now just up ahead. And there it goes through. Okay, took a bit of damage, but it's now okay. And on the other side, I will need to break a block. But I have 3 minutes of mining fatigue and no milk. So I'll just sit here and wait for the fatigue to expire. And it is now pretty much gone. It's in the minecart, which is good news. So I am going to break this. I'm going to have to place another lever. There we go. Is it moving? It isn't. Okay. I've just got to check as well because I think this ice... Yeah, it's refreezing, which is a bit of a problem because the minecart won't go down. So... yeah, we can't really have that happening. I'll get him pushed along. I'm probably going to get mining fatigue any second, which is why I wanted to prioritize clearing away any potential ice. None is refrozen. So hopefully, the final mob is going in. He's going down. Taking a little bit of damage from the redstone blocks. Nothing to worry about. Come on, drop down. Are you kidding me? I can still mine blocks at least. Come on. Just break it before I get mining fatigue. Yes. It's going. I've got him in there. I've just got to get him out of the minecart. I want to get away from him though whilst I regroup. Grabbing some milk is probably wise. I suspect breaking the minecart is going to be a bit of a challenge. I reckon I have to go underneath him, which is why I brought the milk, because I have got fatigue. I can see the minecart. I think I just need to go a little bit more across. In fact, that should do it, right? Yes, it's out. So I fill in all of this. Okay, why have I not got the blocks to do this? You know, quartz under there. It doesn't matter. Get down the sand. Swim on out of there, although it can escape. Don't let it escape, SP. Do anything. Place some blocks along the top. There we go. It's stuck there. I'm going to drown if I'm not careful, because I've not got my respiration helmet on, unfortunately. Talk about stressful experiences. Right, we're going to go and get one more bit of milk. Mine away at the quartz. Place the prismarine bricks. And I've done it. I've only gone and trapped every single mob in Minecraft. Although I guess to be properly eligible for that title, until I have properly trapped the Ender Dragon. Tidying all of this up is going to be a little bit annoying if the Guardian keeps doing that. But that is the area looking way, way tidier. It'll be even better when it snows. Plus, I can use water to fix this bit. A couple of glass panes need to be here so that it is 100% done. I don't know how I've just waterlogged everything. Oh no, it's going wrong. You just get so ridiculously close to finishing something and then this happens. But anyway. It's problem solved. I can safely say this area is 100% finished. And the only thing left are both of these walls. Also got to get rid of the remains of this inside portal. And I shall mine as much of this as I dare. Okay, it's angry at me, which means get out of there. I'm also going to go down if I can. Okay, well, I couldn't really. But I do think a couple of chests at the bottom filled with milk is... probably very necessary from this. These shulker boxes can also be removed. And this place is almost finished. Just got to wait for the warden to calm down. I'll be able to finish those walls, remove the wool around him. An absolutely major project complete. And now the time for stalling is over. Instead, I will craft myself just a few more rockets and head to the end. From here, I must mine away at the obsidian so that I can go through the end gateway. And if there was ever a moment of truth moment, it was now. Through the portal I go and... okay, there's dragons up. What the heck? They're everywhere. This is the most insane thing I have ever seen. I'm actually mesmerized by this. It's like a swarm of dragons. What the heck have I done? And you might think this is crazy, but watch what happens when I reload the world. I bring it back in and notice how they all start flying one by one. Well, some of them anyway. I guess bit by bit they're going. They're flying towards spawn. And it's insane to see. I'm actually flying in a swarm of ender dragons. This is the greatest thing ever. Flying with ender dragons. How cool is this? As they all... oh my goodness. What have I created? Why have I done this? There's 60 million ender dragons. Look at they hit each other. They go flying all over the place. 100 ender dragons. Oh my goodness. Most of them are up there where the nodes are. I think if I reload the... like, they're going to have to try and perch and then come down, but they're just getting sent higher and higher. I am 1,000 blocks in the air right now. That's how high this fucking spiral is. There's probably a reason no one's ever done this, but it is unbelievable. I really have pushed the limits of my hardcore world. I'm going to reload the world. Doing so is going to cause some of the dragons to freeze. As you can see, he's stopped moving. That one's stuck in an awkward position because now none of them can perch. So, because they have to perch to get into the freezing thing. They're all trying to perch right now. So I'll create a contraption just to get it moved out of the way. Doing this is a lot harder when there's about 6 million dragons around you. This one's now nicely out of the way. Another one managed to perch. And you know, I'm starting to think that maybe this is just what 100 trapped dragons look like. They're just trapped in a loop. Trapped by game mechanics. This one's going to be up here forever because it's above sky limit, so I can't push it down and it's frozen. I feel very sorry for you. Look how high it goes though. Like, they've all got into perching form. And I think they're all like working their way down, but getting pushed up. It is crazy. They're over 2,000 blocks high. I've never seen, honestly, this is the world's first. What have I created? Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. And I've still got a few more of these to round up. There's one here, so let's get you flying back. I think, do I just fly away and fly back and you'll start going? Reloading the world was the best answer. You just go flying your way back. And there's the other dragon over there that I pushed with the flying machine that got stuck. In fact, wow, they're everywhere. But where are they all coming from? Yeah, get yourself into all of this menagerie dragon. I think it's underground, actually. Checked all the end gateways and every dragon is here. Also remember pushing one away with a flying machine, but I can't remember which of the directions it was. It's possible that I already retrieved it. Yeah, it'll probably be where this bit of endstone is. The dragon must have got caught up in the rest of the herds. And I feel like for this challenge to truly count, because I mean, I think I've trapped every single end dragon, but somebody in the comments can be like, SB, you didn't trap it in a cage. Cage is complete. And once I push this guy in, I am officially the second ever person to trap every single mob in hardcore Minecraft. Now I've just got to work out what on earth I'm going to do with all these dragons. And if you think that's cool, pretty please subscribe because I'm trying to hit 4 mil this year.